Every great fortune begins with a clear mind. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Reprogram your subconscious. Build wealth. Build you. Morning Millionaire Club. 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Together, we rise.
Do you feel it? In the air, the trees, the earth. There is an awakening, a calling, a movement. It is your time. Remember who you are. Join us back to the source.
I will give you the master key with which you may open the door to the attainment of your desires, whatever they may be.
Picture faith as an invisible bridge suspended over the abyss of uncertainty. It's the bridge that connects our aspirations to reality, allowing us to traverse the chasm of doubt and fear. Faith is an intangible force that resides deep within the human spirit. The unwavering belief in something greater than ourselves. It's the profound trust in the unseen, the conviction that there is meaning and purpose beyond what the eye can perceive. Faith is not blind. It is the conviction born of experience and understanding. It's a harmony between the rational mind and the deeper realms of intuition, a harmony that enables us to move forward with confidence even when the road ahead is uncertain. It's the unwavering candle in the darkest of nights, casting a gentle glow on our path when all else seems obscured. It's the beacon that beckons us forward when we navigate life's stormy seas. In essence, faith is the melody of our hearts, a wellspring of inner strength that enables us to embrace life's mysteries with open arms, to dance with the unknown, and to find beauty within the journey itself.
Welcome everyone on this morning billionaire Bluetooth. I'm really very happy to see you all. So let's start with our morning rituals. So first of all, we'll sit 2 minutes on silence so we can switch off our camera and just focus on our breathings. So let's focus how the breathings and just as much as possible, just don't try to think anything. Just try to keep your mind calm and relaxed. Okay? Okay, welcome back. Now we'll start with our money meditation for today. So I want you to just listen to this meditation and just see how abundance follows through you and it comes to you so easily. So I'm just going to play this meditation and I want you to just observe it.
You are about to embark on a journey into the infinite field of abundance. You are not just a passive observer of your reality, you are the architect, the alchemist, the conscious co-creator of your financial destiny. In this meditation, we are tuning into the quantum field where all possibilities exist. Right now, in this moment, you are shifting beyond the illusions of lack and limitation. You are aligning with the frequency of wealth, prosperity, and infinite abundance. Let go of who you think you are. Let go of the stories you've been told. Let go of the beliefs you've accepted. Because today you become the embodiment of abundance. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Again, deep breath in. Hold it and release. Let your body relax. Let your mind quiet. Allow yourself to become no one. No thing. Nowhere. Just consciousness. Entering the field of infinite potential. Now we begin by clearing the subconscious patterns of scarcity. These are not truths. They are old programs. Let us observe and dissolve them. Repeat in your mind or out loud. I release all beliefs that no longer serve my abundance. I let go of fear around money. I am not defined by my past experiences with money. I forgive myself and others for all financial mistakes. I dissolve the illusion of limitation. Scarcity is a lie I no longer believe. Visualize these limiting beliefs as dark smoke rising from your body. With each breath, they dissipate into the light. Feel your energetic field becoming lighter, clearer, freer. Now, bring your awareness to your heart. Place your hands over your heart space. Feel gratitude for your courage to shift. Feel love for yourself in this process. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Now we tune into the vibration of abundance. Abundance is not outside of you. It is who you are. It is your natural state. Repeat, I am abundance. I am the frequency of wealth. I am the vibration of prosperity. I am one with the infinite supply of the universe. I am a magnet for money and opportunities. Wealth flows to me effortlessly and continuously. I trust the process of creation. I live in alignment with universal flow. Now visualize a golden light descending from above. It enters through your crown. It flows through your entire body. It activates every cell with the energy of abundance. See this light expanding outward, creating a powerful electromagnetic field around you. This is your new identity. This is your abundant self. Hold this feeling. Breathe it in. Embody it fully. Now, we become the future version of ourselves who is already living in complete financial freedom. See this version of you. Feel their confidence, their joy, their peace. Notice how they walk, speak, think. You are stepping into their timeline now. Repeat, I am the creator of my financial reality. I see money as energy and I command it with love and purpose. I am worthy of massive abundance. I think like a wealthy person. I act like a wealthy person. I make decisions from abundance, not fear. My thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with wealth. I create value and receive wealth in return. Now visualize your future life in vivid detail. Where do you live? What do you drive? How do you spend your time? What impact are you making? Step into this reality. Feel it as if it is happening now. Because in the quantum field, it already exists. You are tuning into it. You are drawing it into form. Breathe deeply into this future. Anchor into it. Claim it. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. When you are grateful, you signal to the universe that it is already done. You collapse the timeline between the now and the manifestation. Repeat, thank you for the wealth flowing into my life. Thank you for the new opportunities that support my abundance. Thank you for the money that shows up in expected and unexpected ways. Thank you for my wealthy mindset. Thank you for my financial freedom. Feel the emotion of deep gratitude in your heart. Let it expand through your chest, into your body, beyond your field. This feeling is the signal. The universe always responds. Remain in this state. Rest in gratitude. Soak in the feeling. It is already done. Now begin to slowly return to the awareness of your body. But know that you return as a changed being. You are not who you were 2 hours ago. You have reconditioned your body to a new mind. You are aligned. You are magnetic. You are tuned into the stream of abundance. Repeat softly, I am abundant. I am worthy. I am free. I am ready. Begin to bring gentle movement to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your shoulders. Stretch if it feels good. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a smile. Remember this feeling. You can return to it at any time, because abundance is not something you seek, it is who you are. Sit in silence. Let everything settle. Let your body, mind, and energy integrate this shift. Trust that it is done. And as you move through your day, walk as your abundant self. Speak as your abundant self. Decide as your abundant self. You have awakened the Creator within. You are the source of all wealth. Live from this truth. Act from this truth. And abundance will be your reality. I thank you, Divine Being, for choosing this path. You are now aligned with the source of abundance. The world carries your new frequency. Remain present. Carry peace. Carry certainty. Carry gratitude. because abundance is already yours. From this moment on, every step you take is a magnet for prosperity. Every thought you think creates, every decision you make vibrates from the source. We end this meditation with a deep sense of trust. Everything is possible. Everything is already yours. Thank you. May your inner richness guide you.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening this. So, wow, we have two more joinings, Satish Verma and Aditi. Great to see you on the call. So now we'll move to our next activity, which is gratitude. So I want you guys to just focus on 10 things you're grateful today in your life and just feel that gratitude, how you feel about that gratitude, the word you speak out about gratitude. Along with that, you have to think three people in your life who are just bothering you right now and you feel like these people I don't want in life. So instead of thinking like that, just send them a love. Just think about that and just send them some love about it. And along with that, you have to just set six intention in your day that you want to accomplish. Any six intention in your day which you feel like I want to do it, and just make a note of it. So if you guys carrying a journal, just make a note of everything, your gratitude, your three people whom you want to send a love, and about six intention you want to accomplish in a day. Okay, so while doing this activity, I'm going to play a music. So just observe, just close your eyes and just feel the gratitude. And if you want to share, you can share it here over on the chat as well. So I'm just going to play the music and I just want you to focus on gratitude right now. I hope you guys have written your gratitude and you have sent the love to three people. Anyone would like to share here the gratitude? If you want to speak out, you are free to speak out. Anyone would like to talk? Aditish, Satish, Incredible, Teams Incredible. Anyone want to share? You can unmute and share your gratitude if you want, or else we can move to the other part. Okay. So let's move to the above part. So I just want you to just right now think about the goal you're working on right now. In your mind, just think the clear goal, what you want to accomplish in your life. And I want you to write it down in clear format that this is what I want to do in my life. It should be very crystal clear in your mind that what you want to do it. So I will just play the music for 2 minutes and just visualize your goal and see how it looks like while accomplishing it, and just see that the feeling of achieving the goal. So I want you to just focus on your goal and just make it clear how you want to achieve it and how it's going to look like when you are going to achieve it. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have written your goals. It's much clear and definitely is going to get achieved because the right time to set a call is right now. So that's fantastic. And now we will going to read our formula. So it's called self-confidence and millionaire formula. So if anyone you want like to read this formula for yourself, just raise your hand so I can just allow you to speak on this formula. I'm going to share the screen right now. This formula really works very well if you keep reading it every morning. So it's so powerful and so powerful because it's designed by Napoleon Hill. So I want you to read. Anyone would like to read here this formula? Anyone, you guys? Okay. If no one is there, then I will read it myself. I just want you guys to listen to this, and just if you can speak, you speak to yourself while I'm reading it. Just think you are also reading this. Okay. It's called self-confidence and morning millionaire formula. I know that I have ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and here I am, and I here and now promise to render such actions. I realize that dominating thoughts of my mind reproduce themselves in outward, physical actions and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I concentrate daily upon the task of thinking of the person I am becoming. Therefore, I am creating in my mind and a clear mental picture of that person. Third one, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion and any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will seek expression through some practical means of attending the object back of it. Therefore, I devote daily to demanding myself development of self-confidence and millionaire formula. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chef aim in life, and I will always align with sufficient self-confidence and self-discipline for this attainment. And the fifth one is I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I engage only in transactions which benefit all whom they affect. I succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people I indulge others to serve me. Because of willingness to serve others, I eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfless, and cynicism by loving all humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me a success. So I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. So now what you have to do, you have to sign this document. Just think you are signing, putting your date on this document, print your name and just make a signature, like visualize your thing. So you are following this formula, then definitely you are going to be a millionaire. Thank you so much for attending this. And now what we do promising. So there is a promising formula which we follow on this. So I'm going to share it and I'm going to read it. You also just try to follow in your heart and just speak it out for yourself. So I promise to be strong, that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I promise to myself to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet. I promise to myself to make all my friends feel that there is nothing worthwhile in them. There is something worthwhile. Sorry, I mistakenly I said nothing. It's something worthwhile in them. I promise myself to look to the sunny side of everything that I make my optimism so come true. I promise to myself to think only the best, to work only for the best, and to accept only the best. I promise myself to be just an authentic about the success of others as I am about my own. I promise myself to forget the plastic of the past and press on the greater achievement of the future. I promise myself to wear a cheerful expression at times and give a smile to every living creature I meet. I promise myself to give so much time to improving myself and I have no time to criticize others. I promise to myself to be a large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to persist the presence of trouble. And I promise myself to think well for myself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in the loud, but in a great deeds. And I promise myself to live in a faith that whole world is on my side as long as I am true to the best that is in me. This is written by Christian and D. Larson. Thank you so much, guys, for just reading this. So I hope it is really amazing promises you can do. Repeat these promises, and that's how you become the best version of yourself. So now I'm going to play a audio which is called a magic word. So I just want you to just listen to this audio so carefully and just try to learn what it says about this video. And I just, if you want, you can share the takeaway from this audio, that what you learn, and if you're really glad that you learning from some videos, you can share with others, and that's how we can learn from each other. So you can share the output after listening this audio. Okay, so I'm just going to play this audio. I just want you to listen to it very carefully. It is very important to read this one. So I'm playing the audio.
Hello, this is Earl Nightingale. In this recording, the magic word is the first of 12 you'll receive in this series titled How You Can Lead the Field in the Modern World. Before we start, I'd like you to know that I'm not going to try to tell you how to live your life. That's none of my business, nor is it anybody else's business. That's your business. Nor is this Lead the Field program a collection of pleasantries, platitudes, or Pollyanna. It is a summation of more than 20 years of research on one subject, and that is, why do some people do so well in life, while so many more do not? And the first thing let's talk about is the magic word. The experts call it the most important word as far as the results we get from life are concerned in this or any other language. And that word is attitude. It is our attitude toward life, which will determine life's attitude toward us. Let's face the fact honestly that we shape our own lives, and the shapes of them will be determined by our attitudes. A person with a poor attitude toward learning, for example, isn't going to learn much until he changes his attitude. If we take the attitude that we cannot do something, we generally will not do it. An attitude of failure, and we're whipped before we start. So we know then that what we receive from life, what we accomplish or fail to accomplish, is due in large measure to our overall attitude. William James of Harvard University put it this way: the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. And isn't it wonderful that we have this measure of control? Before we start talking about our attitude toward the world, let's talk about our attitude toward ourselves, since it is the attitude we take toward ourselves which determines our attitude toward the world. Now, right here we come to a rather strange fact. We're so familiar with ourselves, we tend to take ourselves for granted. We tend to minimize the things we can accomplish, the goals we can reach, and for some equally strange reason, believe others can accomplish things in our field which we cannot. There are literally millions of human beings living narrow, darkened, frustrated lives, living defensively, simply because they take a defensive, doubtful attitude toward themselves, and as a result, toward life in general. Many people are suspicious of and oppose change, yet change is the one thing in life on which we can absolutely count. People who stay young all the years of their lives not only welcome change, but see it for what it really is: new opportunity, new chances for further fulfillment. Attitude is a reflection, a result of a person's will. It is incalculably powerful. It can bring about marvelous results for us, but we need to train it patiently, day by day. Now let's talk about the attitudes of people who are successful. The top 5% of the people who go sailing through life from one success to another, and who, even when they fail at something, shrug it off and head right out again. No matter who the person is or what he does, men and women in sales, business executives, people in all the professions, wives and mothers, students, top people in the armed forces, public servants, men and women in the service of religion, working men and women in all fields of endeavor, wherever you find a person doing an outstanding job and getting outstanding results, you will find a person with the right kind of attitude. These people take the attitude toward themselves that they can accomplish what they set out to accomplish, that there's no good reason on earth why they can't be competent, successful. They have a healthy attitude toward themselves and, as a result, toward life and the things they want to accomplish. And because of this, they achieve some remarkable things, and they come to be called successful, outstanding, brilliant, lucky, and a lot of other things. They're quite frequently no more brilliant or outstanding than the majority of the people by whom they're surrounded. But they did develop the right attitude, and they found their accomplishments not too difficult, and many times surprisingly easy, simply because it seems that so few are really trying, really believe in themselves. Successful people come in all shapes and sizes and in widely varying degrees of intelligence, background, and so on. But they all have one thing in common. They expect more good out of life than bad. They expect to succeed more than they fail. If you want something worthwhile, take the attitude that there are a lot more reasons why you can have it than there are that you cannot, and set out to earn it. Go after it, work at it, ask for it, and 9 times out of 10, you'll get it. Our environment is really a mirror of our mental attitude. If we don't like our environment, we have to change our attitude first. Now, the world plays no favorites. It's impersonal. It doesn't care whether we change or not. Adopting a good, healthy attitude toward life doesn't affect the world and the people in it nearly as much as it affects us. It would be impossible to even estimate the number of jobs which have been lost, the number of promotions missed, the number of sales not made, the number of marriages ruined by poor attitudes. But you can number in the millions the jobs which are held but hated, the marriages which are tolerated but unhappy, all because of people who are waiting for the world and others to change toward them, instead of being big enough and wise enough to at least make a test which will prove beyond any shadow of a doubt where most or at least a big part of the trouble lies. Studies made of the lives of literally thousands of successful people have shown that they radiate confidence, assurance, they expect success, and they get success. You can spot these people by the way they walk, by the way they look and act. You can feel it about them when they enter a room. They may be short and fat, or tall and thin, or any combination in between, but they have about them the attitude of success. In the record Greener Pastures, I'll get into this next statement, but right now I want you to realize, if you don't already, that in 5 years or less, you can get right to the top of the work you're now doing. I know this, but the important question here is, do you know this? The minute you do know it, you'll have this right attitude I'm talking about. The easiest and most effective means of forming a good attitude habit is to begin to act as though you have a good, positive, expectant attitude toward life. That's right. Begin right now to walk, act, and look as though you belong to this group. If you're already in the top 5%, you'll know what I mean. If you've never tried it, you'll be amazed at what happens. Actions trigger feelings, just as feelings trigger actions. Now, let me tell you of a little test you can make which will prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that a good attitude can change a person's life as dramatically as walking from a darkened room into the bright, clear light of day. Not long ago, I read a line which went, "Life is dull only to dull people." This is true, but it also could have read, "Life is interesting only to interesting people," or "Life is successful only to successful people." Now, what I'm trying to say is that you must first become, mentally, from an attitude standpoint, that which you wish to achieve. A famous restaurateur was being interviewed by a reporter who asked, "When did you become successful?" He replied, "I was successful when I was sleeping on park benches, because I knew what I wanted to do and that I would do it." In short, his attitude had been one of success, of expecting success long before the material, the tangible rewards of success had been earned. We'll get into this particular phase of Lead the Field in record number 3, A Worthy Destination. But for now, remember that a person must act, look, and because of these things, feel successful before the success he seeks can come. Chances are you know people who seem to be what others call lucky. All kinds of good and wonderful things seem to happen to them, and they give the impression of happily sailing through life, having a wonderful time, and getting more accomplished in a year than most people do in 5. This has been figured out fairly scientifically, and if anyone will conscientiously go about the test I'm going to recommend, and stay with it every day for the next 30 days without fail, that person can join this small, happy, and extremely productive group of people. He'll find himself becoming lucky, as they say, and most of his problems will pretty well take care of themselves. Of this you can be sure. The results will be nothing short of amazing. Now, it makes no difference how good a person's attitude has been in the past. Anything can be improved upon, and it's the small refinements upon something already good that makes it great. So here's the test. For the next 30 days, act toward the world, everything and everyone with whom you come in contact, with the attitude which represents the kind of results you want to achieve. That is, if the result you want is more success in what you're doing, act as though you are already in possession of the success you seek. If you want others to treat you with admiration and respect, treat others with admiration and respect first. Have you ever stopped to think of this? Every human being on Earth is the most important human being on Earth as far as he or she is concerned. You may never get anyone to admit it, but it's a fact. So for the next 30 days, treat every person with whom you come in contact as the most important person on Earth, remembering as you do so that as far as that person is concerned, he is. Now, the reason I say treat everyone in this fashion is mainly because this is the way human beings ought to treat each other, and because it will help you form a habit that will bring you amazing and delightful results for the rest of your life. Have you ever noticed that the higher you go in any organization of value, the nicer the people seem to become? You see, the bigger the person, the easier it is to talk to him, to get along with him, to do business with him. Do you know why? It's because he's got a good attitude, and people with the best attitudes just naturally gravitate toward the top. So for 30 days, act toward others and the world at large in exactly the same manner you want the world and others to act toward you. Treat your wife or husband as the person he or she really is, the most important person in your life, and the same with the children. Carry out into the world each morning for 30 days the kind of attitude you would have if you were the most successful human being on Earth. And notice how it quickly develops into an habitual attitude. When a person does this, he should realize he has already placed himself on the road to what he seeks. He is right now in the top 5% of the people in this or any other country. He has prepared the ground and planted the seed. He has made of himself a magnet, an embodiment of that which he seeks. Before metal can be cast into a desired shape, the mold, the expectant receptacle, must first be fashioned. Before a building can be erected, the excavation must be made and the foundation laid. And before a person can achieve the kind of life he wants, he must become that kind of individual. He must think, act, talk, walk, and conduct himself in all of his affairs as would the person he wishes to become. He is then actually that person, and the things that person would have and do will naturally come to him. Almost immediately, a change will be noticed. Irritations that used to frustrate and annoy disappear. When some less informed individual gives you a bad time, stay on the track. When someone cuts in front of you with his car or acts in any other manner that shows his ignorance and lack of courtesy, don't permit yourself to drop to his level. Pity him, for that's what he really deserves. That's the very group a person doesn't want to belong to. And if he acts like them, well, let's face it, he belongs with them. There's nothing in the world that men, women, and children want and need more than the feeling that they're important, that they're needed and respected. They will give their love, their affection, their respect, and their business to the person who fills this need. So the magic word is attitude. And in summing up, a few points to keep in mind. 1. It is our attitude at the beginning of a task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. 2. It is our attitude toward life which determines life's attitude toward us. 3. We are interdependent. It is impossible to succeed without others. And it is our attitude toward others which will determine their attitude toward us. 4. Before a person can achieve the kind of life he wants, he must become that kind of individual. He must think, act, talk, walk, and conduct himself in all of his affairs as would the person he wishes to become. 5. The higher you go in any organization of value, the better will be the attitudes you'll find. 6. Your mind can hold only one thought at a time, and since there's nothing at all to be gained by being negative, be positive. 7. The deepest craving of human beings is to be needed, to feel important, to be appreciated. Give it to them, and they'll return it to you. 8. Look for the best in new ideas. As someone said, I've never met a person I couldn't learn something from. 9. Don't waste valuable time broadcasting personal problems. It probably won't help you. It cannot help others. 10. Don't talk about your health unless it's good. 11. Radiate the attitude of well-being, of confidence, of a person who knows where he's going. This will inspire those around you, and you'll find good things will begin happening to you. And 12, lastly, for the next 30 days, treat everyone with whom you come in contact as the most important person on earth. If you'll do this for 30 days, you'll do it for the rest of your life. In the next recording, I'll talk to you about greener pastures. But now, in closing, remember the words of Walter Dill Scott of Northwestern University. Success or failure in any undertaking is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. Thank you.
Wow, that was a really great, amazing audio about word attitude. So I hope you got some value from this. And what my takeaway from this audio always is about gratitude by treating everyone is the most important person in the world. So whenever you go and come in contact with anyone, just make sure that that person is the most important person in your life, because whenever you connect, there is always something learning from each other. So I just wanted to share you that you start adapting the adapter, the character. The character is very important. The character you adapt, that is what you become. So if you want to achieve some goals in life, the first thing is about you going to reframe the character inside of your mind, that who is that person who's going to achieve that goal. So first your character comes in the place where you can able to understand who is that character is going to achieve that goal, right? So that is very important. Anyone else you want to like to share or put any edits, any chat over here who want to share anything? That will be great before we end the call. So we are already done about with our session, and hope it was really went very well for you all guys. And just start your day with really amazing attitude. That's a bad thing you can do in your life. So just start with your family members as is the morning. Just start treating with a good attitude what you want to really want to achieve. So if you want a success, start a success attitude towards them, how you can make them feel successful. So whatever you give to others, that is what you're going to feel inside of you, and that's how you're going to refine your character towards yourself and others as well. Okay, so that was a great. Thank you for all for joining us, Shatish, Sarojini, Aditi, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do something about heart and mind meditation. So every day we do different meditation and repetition, because that's how we rewire our subconscious mind. So repetition is the key. So every time we're going to uh, do something which is going to help you to rewire our subconscious mind, and the morning time is the best time we can do it. Okay. So I see you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.